Hey guys, Master50 here with my second frightfest film review and it's what's called Gallowwalkers, I believe,
Yeah.
which was the surprise film, and Oscar apparently found out about it shortly before it was shown.
It said on the website, so it wasn't much of a surprise.
They gave away the surprise, and it was also, the main reason it was the surprise, I believe, is because it was Wesley Snipes' film and he got in trouble for tax evasion or some shit like that. And that's the only reason it had any hype behind it, and rightly so, because the film was a piece of shit. But I'll get into that in a second. First of all, the storyline was fucking retarded. It was about this guy, and he sort of grew up in some foster. Well, he was fostered and sort of grew up with a family. He fell in love with the sister, which kind of seems a bit wrong.
The daughter of...
Yeah, the daughter, which kind of seems a bit wrong, because he was a kid when he fell in love with her, like, loved her all the way through her life and started fucking her and all that shit. So, it seemed kind of wrong, and then all of a sudden she gets raped, and basically the film is a revenge story in short. And it was more of a western than a horror film, so that was disappointing. I'll probably say the storyline is probably a 4, because it's fucking awful. Alright, what about you?
Yeah, well, yeah, it was basically a western. The only thing that made it horror is that some of the people were like
fucked up,
demons or something. Well, they were zombies. They
I don't know
died
what
and came
they were.
back,
They're just,
and that's all there was to it.
There might be vampires. So.
Yeah, I don't know. But they didn't really explain exactly where the supernatural thing came from, like how it came about, like why, how can they randomly just start coming back from the dead?
Oh yeah, and by the way, guys, the ending was a piece of shit.
The ending too. What was up with when he sees the ghost of his
Don't give it away, but
it's not nothing.
I know it's a shit ending, but
what's up with when he sees the ghost of his like lover, and then she suddenly disappears at the end? Do you remember that? Before he has his last fight with the main bad guy, he sees that and he's like, oh, is that really you? Well, he doesn't say it, but he's thinking it.
Yeah,
and then she actually gets attacked by the bad guy, so she was obviously there. But then after she gets attacked, like she's still alive, but then she completely disappears.
It's kind of retarded, yeah.
I didn't get what that was.
So what'd you give it overall story?
I'll probably go for a 5. I mean, plenty of people can enjoy it.
Fair enough.
It wasn't anything original, but plenty of people can enjoy it.
Okay. What's next?
It was just simple entertainment, really.
Yeah.
You know, it just happens that for us, it wasn't that entertaining.
Yeah. It's pretty generic. Alright, so characters, well, there's only one real character that's really developed, which is Wesley Snipes, and I didn't think they'd done a very good job of him. So I'll probably say the character's about, I'd say I'll be generous and I'll give him a 6. That's being generous.
Yeah,
Oscar?
yeah, well, same. Actually, Wesley Snipes' character was actually pretty decent. I mean,
a couple of scenes just like corny as fuck.
Yeah, but still, I mean, at least it wasn't one-dimensional. You can give him that. They did give him like his old tragic backstory and stuff.
Yeah.
The other characters, I don't. Well, there was also, they kind of developed that second guy who was kind of a bit useless, but then he kind of worked his way.
And he just died. Well, I don't want to spoil it actually.
Yeah, and then he dies and he comes back.
Yeah, but that's not really a spoiler. You won't really give a shit because I don't even know when this film's being released, so fuck it. It's the premiere, by the way, guys.
It was the first time
I would much prefer to have a premiere or something better. A horror film, for instance. Anyways, and the acting, I would say they did a good job of what they were given, but what they were given was not very much, so they couldn't really do shit with it. So, acting, I would say, was medical. I'll probably give it a 7 at tops, because some people do put their efforts in, but they can't really do much with what they've been given.
Yeah, 7 sounds fine. There wasn't any bad acting, really. It just wasn't any amazing one. So.
They couldn't really flesh out the characters because they weren't given enough to work with. Alright, so that was the characters. The horror in the film was non-existent. Yeah. It had a bit of gore in it, which seemed completely unnecessary, and there's a rape scene which was completely unnecessary, 100% unnecessary. It just seemed overly dark for the type of film it was, and I'll probably say the horror was a 3.
Yeah, I didn't find anything scary about it, unless you count tense parts as scary. I'd probably go for a 3, although the gore I'd say maybe a 5, 6, because... No, actually maybe 7, because there was quite a lot of heads being blown up and shit. Yeah, but it was really fake and stupid. Overall, I would say this film was a piece of fucking shit, avoiding like anything, and I don't know, probably give it a 5, because it's a very, 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 very fucking average film. Yeah, it was. Though, if you're a big Wesley Snipes fan, you'll probably still.
And if you're into westerns, you might find this an interesting twist on the genre. But
should we say,
yeah, that's it. Alright, so what would you give it overall?
Probably maybe 5.
5. Okay, so that's our view of what's it called again?
Gallowwalkers.
Gallowwalkers. Don't see it. So coming up with our next review will be Toolman. So that's pretty much it. Master 50 signing out.